I sometimes wonder if it's really worth it. If it's really worth it to be this ambitious and to sacrifice so much along the way. To sacrifice so many things, so much that we hold dear, so much that truly matters to us. And I think to myself that it isn't. Because there is this notion in life that we have to sacrifice something in order to get something else, which I believe is true. But can we not have the very thing that we are pursuing whilst also pursuing it? Do we have to sacrifice it in order to get it? In success terms speaking, it could look as sacrificing time with your loved ones in order to work on your business that will make you successful. Which then in turn, once you reach your goal, you will have more money and more ability to spend more time with your loved ones. So it is a never-ending loop. Why would we waste time or sacrifice, the time with those people that are most dear to us now, in the present, that are right in front of us, in exchange for an empty promise of the future that we cannot spend time now because we have to sacrifice it and wait for the future? Why? And I ask this with a smile on my face because I know it is not as simple as that. It is not as simple as saying, okay, well, then we could just do everything we wanted to now. There's also a notion that sacrificing something good now will create something great in the future, right? Which is said that good is the enemy of great, because good will make you settle instead of getting the great. But I also think there is a notion to be kept in mind that sometimes good is good enough, and that it is about balance, and that sometimes I think we should sacrifice the great for the good. Not if both are promised, but the reality is that nothing is promised, right? The only thing that's promised is truly the moment, the present right now, and everything that we have right now. So there might not be any great in the future, even though we sacrifice the good now. But I think we should still sacrifice. I think we should still sacrifice things that are not as important and as what we're pursuing. But I think we can also savor and make the most of the very thing that we're pursuing while we're pursuing it. That we can eat the fruits of our labor while we are laboring for more fruits, right? That it is not a question of laboring and laboring and laboring and laboring and then enjoying the fruits, and then going back to laboring and working even harder again to produce more fruit. Why not simply enjoy some of the fruits while you're working and doing both? Enjoying the process of working towards something. I think that is entirely doable. In fact, that is how I have designed my life. That is how I have created a life where I enjoy and love working on the things I love working on, while also enjoying it along the way. I am not a prisoner to the future. And I am not a prisoner to the moment of only being living in the moment. I think you can be very, very ambitious, very driven, and sacrifice loads while also enjoying the moment, enjoying what you have. I think it's entirely doable because I have done so. And I have seen how proven principles have helped other people do so as well. I have seen how it is not only replicatable for me, but also for others. So if you are one that sacrifices greatly, but also finds yourself questioning if the sacrifices are always worth it, the paradox of sacrificing what you have now for what you want later, then perhaps there's a better way. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't sacrifice what you have now for what you want later, if it is what you want most. But there is a balance to be found, because later isn't promised. And with that in mind, I hope to see you again soon. And if you wish to learn more about how you can create a life of doing exactly this, working hard, being ambitious, pursuing, but also enjoying the fruits of your labor while you're laboring, then read the description for more. I'm rooting for you. Until next time.